This is VQ Warbirds.
VQ Warbirds, okay. So this is the VQ Warbirds B-24, and it's been featured on Chris's channel, the RC Geek, his YouTube channel. And yeah, it's a phenomenal flying plane, it really is. So, and we have Brent, his F-14, gonna fly, escort for the Liberator, which at Willow Run during World War II, they were making one of these an hour as a testament to the American manufacturing capability. One B-24 an hour coming out of Willow Run. But this was made by Convair, and
Couldn't give me the airplane picture, Brent. I didn't know you were going up.
And Jimmy Stewart.
I was plugging stuff in.
Hollywood actor Jimmy Stewart.
I'm flying a B-24.
Was exactly. It's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life when you're a squadron commander in Europe flying B-24s. But look at that. Wow. Oh, you're good. But Jimmy Stewart flew B-24s. Famous incident featuring the B-24s called the Lady Be Good. So a lot of B-24s live their lives out of North Africa, out of Libya, Egypt, mostly Libya. But one famous incident during World War II, the plane didn't.
Full throttle.
There you go, Ploesti.
A bit much for power.
Yeah. But the plane overshot its airfield in a blinding sandstorm and landed actually, I think it's like 400 miles further down from the airfield in Libya. And the wreckage was eventually discovered by a British petroleum company doing oil exploration in 1959. The mystery of the Lady Be Good was solved. Sad, of course, because none of the crew survived, but the mystery was solved. As we just mentioned, the B-24 was also the plane that was utilized during the famous Ploesti oil refinery raid, Ploesti, Romania, in, I believe it was August of '43. But in any event, they came in at literally smokestack level. Very, very, very low altitude, nap of the earth flying. And very famous raid.
You ever seen a B-24 do a roll?
No, you know, I can't really say that I have, although I suspect I might. And there you go. So there's Chris, the RC Geek, doing his best impression of Tex Watson's 707 roll over Seattle. Wow, that's just a great flying ship. And what's she flying on, Chris? How many batteries do you have stuffed in there?
4 cell 4300s.
4 cell 4300s are powering this.
A bit much.
Truly, I
You'll
want.
probably get away with 2 packs that are, you know,
Okay.
in parallel, but
Okay. Gosh, she just flies great. Of course, you're an outstanding pilot, but boy, it much like with the Sky, it really helps to have a great responsive airframe, and the B-24 is just one of those kind of planes that, although it has that Davis high aspect wing, a lot of astute people may notice that wing on a B-24 looks very different from a B-17. And that's because part of the B-24's design was they wanted to utilize what they called, I believe, and Chris can correct me, I think it was a Davis wing. It was a very high aspect.
Well,
Almost
he designed the wing.
Designed the wing, yep.
And what they discovered was that, so for whatever reason, the wing had considerably lower drag than
Okay.
the traditional design. And what they discovered ultimately was it was semi-laminar because the max thickness on the airfoil is actually further back.
Oh.
It was at about 30% versus about 25%.
Sure. Yeah, that is.
We're actually getting a little bit more laminar flow.
Okay.
That's the high aspect ratio. And all
Right, which gave the plane, which gave it what? Better efficiency, better range, probably.
Well, the longer the wing is, the more kind of two-dimensional you can get the flow.
Sure.
But obviously, it'll never be 2D on a finite wing. But.
Right. And by the way, for those of you who may not know, and there are many who are watching my channel that may not be familiar with Chris, but I find that hard to believe. But in any event, Chris has his own channel, the RC Geek. It's very, very educational, very informative, very entertaining. His videos are very, very, very high quality. But Chris is an engineer, aviation engineer by trade. So he, and if please correct me, I think you specialize in airfoils, right?
I manage an aerodynamics group.
Yeah, so he's all about aerodynamics, so. All right, here we go. Oh, nice. Well, that's super. Yeah, so this is the VQ B-24. This is what, 108 inch?
110.
110 inch.
Span, yeah.
110 inch B-24 Liberator.